Ken, thank you. Tennessee currently has one of the toughest paths back to voting after someone is convicted of a felony.
It also consistently has some of the lowest voter turnout numbers in the country. Well, State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien now explores the numbers and the renewed calls to ease restrictions.
After Chris Green was sentenced to 4 years probation on drug-related charges, he's turning his life around through men of valor.
I mean, I was close to God in there, but there's a lot of chaos going on around you, which is definitely weeded out around here. You don't have that.
The organization aims to help rehabilitate formerly incarcerated people after they're released. A big piece of that, voting rights.
The changes that I made, my moral, the way I think, and who I am, my whole character, there should be no reason why I shouldn't be able to vote.
Green will serve his probation after already spending time in jail. In about 20 states, that's enough to restore voting rights, but not in Tennessee.
The most important thing we've got to do is let people get their life back.
Once you're convicted of a felony in the volunteer state, you automatically lose your right to vote, unless your conviction is expunged or you have your rights restored after your sentence finishes. To get your rights restored, you either have to have a state or federal pardon, or you petition a county circuit court. And even that generally takes at least a few months, if not years. That's on top of having all court fines, fees, and restitution paid off, which usually also takes an attorney to help navigate.
I just know that this is where God led me, and I do think that they should change, or redo the rules for that.
Governor Bill Lee, speaking to reporters after a Men of Valor ribbon cutting for a new garden, essentially washed his hands of the issue, kicking any potential movement to the General Assembly.
We'll see if that change comes. I think there's a lot of change that's occurred in this state, and it will ultimately be up to the General Assembly, that decision, but we have made significant changes in what happens to men coming out of prison, and we'll keep looking at opportunities to do so.
In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
Green, by the way, currently out on parole. Once he's off that in 2027, if his court costs are paid, he'll be eligible to petition a circuit court for eligibility to vote. But for others, more serious crimes, Tennessee does not have a path back to voting rights.